Have you ever stood up and felt that deep aching pain in your knee? Like something inside just won't move the way it used to? Don't worry. Today, I'm going to share with you a simple, natural way to ease that pain. Something most people overlook, but that you can start using every single day. It's not a supplement. It's not a medication. It's something already waiting in your kitchen. Here's something most people don't realize. Every year, countless adults over 60 lose their independence because of knee-related pain. Not from sudden injury, but from the slow creeping effects of stiffness, swelling, and limited movement. But this isn't just aging. It's a battle you can fight. Some people reach 90, even 95, still walking without pain. No grinding, no hesitation. What's their secret? Today, we begin to uncover that answer, using 3 powerful fruits that help reduce inflammation, protect your joints, and give your knees the support they've been waiting for. Let's get straight to it. 1. Pineapple, the anti-inflammatory fruit your knees didn't know they needed. You've probably eaten pineapple for dessert, in smoothies, or on vacation. But what if I told you this sweet, tropical fruit carries a compound that quietly fights inflammation deep inside your knees? Not many people know this, but pineapple contains an enzyme called bromelain. And that enzyme may just be the quiet weapon your aging joints have been waiting for. Bromelain is a natural anti-inflammatory found most abundantly in the core and flesh of fresh pineapple. What makes it unique is how it breaks down proteins that trigger swelling in soft tissues, especially in the knee joint, where inflammation often hides under stiffness, tightness, or pain. Unlike many painkillers that simply numb discomfort for a few hours, bromelain works with your body to calm the root cause. As we age, our joints become slower to recover. Inflammation lingers longer. That's where bromelain steps in, not with force, but with natural support. It helps reduce swelling, improve circulation around the joints, and even promote recovery after minor strains or overuse. For those dealing with arthritis, tendinitis, or post-exercise soreness, it can be a gentle ally. In fact, several studies have backed this up. Research published in Phytomedicine and Alternative Therapies in Health and Medicine has shown that bromelain supplementation helped reduce joint pain and improve mobility in people with osteoarthritis, particularly in the knees. It's also been used in Germany as an official natural remedy for inflammation for more than 30 years. But here's the key. Fresh pineapple is where you'll find the real power. Canned or processed versions often lose their enzyme content during heating and preservation. To get the best results, eat a few slices of ripe, fresh pineapple, preferably on an empty stomach in the morning. That allows your body to absorb the bromelain more efficiently without it getting blocked by other food proteins. And remember, you don't need to overdo it. Just a few slices a day, especially the firmer pieces near the core, can provide enough bromelain to start making a difference. Think of it not as a fruit, but as a quiet therapy, something that supports you from the inside out. Because sometimes, what your knees need isn't another pill, it's nourishment. Pineapple is sweet, familiar, and full of life. But inside, it holds something far more powerful than flavor. It holds a natural way to bring relief to your joints, one bite at a time. But sweetness isn't the only secret weapon. Let's take a closer look at a tiny red fruit with a surprisingly strong effect on joint pain, especially when it comes to stiffness and recovery. 2. Tart cherries, the small fruit with serious joint power. They're tiny, sour, and often overlooked, but tart cherries have quietly become one of the most researched natural allies for joint pain in recent years. You won't see them in most joint supplement commercials. You probably won't hear them mentioned in your doctor's office. But scientists have been paying attention, and the results are hard to ignore. So what makes this humble fruit so powerful? Tart cherries are packed with anthocyanins, deep red plant pigments responsible for their color and their remarkable anti-inflammatory effects. These compounds work at a cellular level to calm the oxidative stress and chronic inflammation that damage joint tissue over time. In simpler terms, they help your body fight back against the silent forces making your knees stiff, sore, and swollen. And unlike many anti-inflammatories that only mask the pain, tart cherries work to reduce the source of it. Studies show that they can help lower C-reactive protein, CRP, a key marker of inflammation linked to arthritis and joint damage. The result: less stiffness in the morning, less swelling after activity, and fewer painful flare-ups during everyday movement. One clinical study conducted by Oregon Health and Science University found that adults with osteoarthritis who drank tart cherry juice twice daily experienced a significant reduction in knee pain within just 21 days. That's less than a month of consistent intake, using nothing more than what nature already provides. And there's more. Tart cherries also support better sleep thanks to their natural melatonin content. Why does that matter for your knees? Because while you sleep, your body repairs tissue, including cartilage, ligaments, and muscles around the joint. Better rest means better recovery, and that's something every aging body needs more of. In terms of how to use them, you have options. Unsweetened tart cherry juice is widely available in health stores and online. You can also find frozen tart cherries, perfect for smoothies or adding to oatmeal. The key isn't which form you choose, it's that you stay consistent. This isn't about instant miracles, it's about daily support that builds over time. Just one small glass of tart cherry juice a day, or a handful of cherries, may help your knees feel looser, lighter, and less reactive to strain. Think of it as a daily shield, one that's red, tart, and quietly powerful. These aren't just cherries. They're a form of protection, a way to move through the day without dreading the stairs, without flinching when you kneel, without that slow ache that follows you from morning to night. But there's still one fruit left to explore. And while it may look soft, even forgettable, what it does for your cartilage could change the way your knees feel, one slice at a time. 3. Papaya, the soft healer your cartilage craves. Most people think of papaya as something to help with digestion. And yes, it's gentle, hydrating, and supports gut health. But what most people miss is that papaya may also hold one of the keys to protecting your knees as you age. It doesn't just help you feel better, it helps you rebuild. This soft golden fruit contains an enzyme called papain, along with high levels of vitamin C and beta-carotene. Together, these compounds help your body do something incredibly important: produce collagen, the structural protein that forms your cartilage. Cartilage is the cushion between your bones. And once it breaks down, movement becomes stiff, grinding, and painful. That's why supporting collagen production is essential if you want to keep walking smoothly in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Papain works similarly to bromelain in pineapple. It helps reduce inflammation by breaking down pro-inflammatory proteins in the body. This can ease pressure in swollen joints and help your knees recover after strain. Meanwhile, vitamin C plays a direct role in collagen synthesis, while beta-carotene acts as an antioxidant, shielding your joints from oxidative stress that speeds up tissue damage. A study published in Clinical Interventions in Aging found that older adults with higher vitamin C intake had a significantly lower risk of cartilage loss and slower progression of osteoarthritis in the knees. This isn't theory, it's observation. The best part? Papaya is incredibly easy to digest, especially for seniors with sensitive stomachs. It requires no preparation. Just slice and eat. The softer the fruit, the more active the enzymes. Try having a few ripe pieces in the morning, or as a midday snack. Not only will it support your gut, it may quietly nourish your joints as well. So don't think of papaya as just a tropical dessert. Think of it as daily maintenance for your knees. Quiet, nourishing, and built to help you move better, not just today, but for years to come. Knee pain doesn't have to define your future, and you don't need to rely solely on prescriptions or painful procedures to take your next step with strength. Sometimes the most powerful changes begin in the simplest place, your kitchen. These three fruits, pineapple, tart cherries, and papaya, aren't miracle cures, but they offer something just as important: consistent support, gentle relief, the nutrients your body needs to heal, adapt, and move forward naturally. Start with one. Stay consistent. Pay attention to how your body responds, because healing doesn't always come in one big moment. Sometimes it comes in small bites, made day after day with intention. This is about more than getting through the day without pain. It's about walking with confidence again, climbing stairs without fear, playing with your grandchildren without thinking twice. You don't just want more years on your legs. You want more life in every step. And sometimes that begins with a single fruit on your plate.